What is up, everybody, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey, where today will probably be a quickie. I'm going to give you my projected 53-man roster for the Dallas Cowboys in June. This is spurred on by the great Patrick No C Walker at Voice of the Star on Twitter. I saw he did his, and I saw one thing on there that I was like, that's not going to happen. And so I have to make my own 53, and then I'll probably throw in there 5 things that aren't going to happen. But I'm going to get that one thing corrected for you, Pat. Let me get that one thing corrected for you, okay? Now, this is way too early, so we'll do one again when we get to training camp. But anybody who follows this team and is knowledgeable about this team can probably hit 48 or 49 of them at this point. And then it's just a matter of at the very, very end of the roster, is there a guy that makes the team that you didn't put on the team and which guy has to go or whatever, right? But we can just pop this in. Ready? Bam! That's your 53-man roster. Now, I wish I was good at editing things. I got to pop myself up here like the great Skywalker Steel, but I'm not. So this is just a screenshot of a Google Doc. Whatevs. But it does add up to 53. I did the math. Dak Prescott and Garrett Gilbert are your only 2 quarterbacks on the roster. At running back, you go Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, and Rico Dowdle. Wide receiver, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown, Simi Fehoko, your 5th-round rookie. The guys who are in bold and italics, those are your rookies. Offensive tackles, Tyron Smith, Lyle Collins, Ty Nsekhe, Terrence Steele, Josh Ball. Guards, Zach Martin, Connor Williams, Connor McGovern, Brandon Knight. Center, Tyler Biadasz. That gives you 10 offensive linemen, 6 wide receivers, 3 running backs, 2 quarterbacks. Tyler Biadasz, I already said, so I'll move on to tight end. Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz, Jeremy Sprinkle. And then we flip over to the defense. On the defense, and here's where you're going to get some wild cards, because here's where I could miss a guy or two, right? Just for fun, I went Tank Lawrence, Randy Gregory, Terrell Basham, Chauncey Golston, 3rd-round pick, Bradley Anai. Defensive tackle, Neville Gallimore, Oso Odigizua, Brent Urban, Quentin Bohanna, Carlos Watkins. Now, the guy that is missing there that could absolutely make the team, and one of these guys could be an odd man out, would be Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill could make the roster, and in that case, maybe a veteran like Carlos Watkins doesn't make the team. Maybe they keep 11 guys. Hell, maybe Terrell Basham doesn't make the team. But if you're asking me, 3rd-round picks are making your football team. Every one of them. 3rd-round picks are going to make it. And Odigizua was the first 3rd-rounder, so he was 75 overall. He's going to be on your team. So there you go. Those guys. Linebacker, Micah Parsons, Keanu Neal, Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith, Jabril Cox. You could, if you wanted to, drop one of the corners and keep either Luke Gifford or Francis Bernard on the 53, but I think those are the sort of guys that could probably make it to your practice squad. So at corner, I have Trevon Diggs, Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis, Kelvin Joseph, your 2nd-round pick, Nashawn Wright, 3rd-round pick, Reggie Robinson, and C.J. Goodwin. At safety, DeMonte KZ, Donovan Wilson, Jaron Curse, Darian Thompson, and at special teams, punter guy, snapper guy, kicker guy. That adds up to, let's see, special teams is 3, plus safeties is 4 is 7. 7 corners is 14. 5 linebackers is 19. 5 defensive linemen is 24. Edges get you to 29. Tight ends 32. Center 33, guards 37, offensive tackles 42, plus 6 is 48, and 3 is 51, and 2 is 53. Bam! There's your 53-man roster. The one guy that I don't have on here that I could absolutely, totally, 100% see making the team would be Tristan Hill, and then you just have to kick somebody off the team, and it could be anybody. It could be Darian Thompson. It could be Reggie Robinson. It could be C.J. Goodwin. It could be Carlos Watkins. It could be Bradley Anai. It could be Basham. It could be, probably not Sprinkle. It could be Josh Ball. It could be Noah Brown or Cedric Wilson. It could be Rico Dowdle. So if you want to kick one of those names off for Tristan Hill, if you give me room for one spot of error, I feel pretty good about this. Just need one spot. But that's your 53-man roster. What cornerback battles and interior D-line battles are you excited to watch? Well, I'll just keep the depth chart up here because the answer is all of them. How quickly can Chauncey Golston, your 3rd-round pick, defensive end, how quickly can he stake a claim to taking snaps from whoever is your 3rd defensive end? Because who's your 3rd defensive end? You could play Brent Urban out there. You could play Odigizua out there. But if you're not going to, then Terrell Basham? I think Chauncey Golston can take snaps from him. How quickly does Odighizuwa take snaps from Gallimore, Tristan Hill, and Brent Urban, and whoever your other defensive tackles are? I'm into that. And, of course, I want to see Kelvin Joseph go win a starting cornerback job and take it from Anthony Brown and or Jordan Lewis. Take it from Anthony Brown, make him go compete in the slot and see who ends up being your slot corner. That's what I want to see, is Kelvin Joseph go win a starting job, because I think it gives you the potential to be better in the secondary. Saul, what did a cowboy eat as a snack when traveling for a long period of time on a horse? That's why I asked you guys what would be your snack if you were a cowboy. Most of you went beef jerky, which is a much better choice than I went with, because I went with snacks that didn't exist back in the day for cowboys. Andrew wants to know, why do cowboys always ride away from town at sunset? They're barely going to make it a few miles outside of town before they have to set up camp. It's another great question, Andrew. Don't know. Is that when they left, or is that just when they left to the movies? Maybe they set out at the crack of dawn to get on their way. Don't know. Jonathan Day, can you think of a coach you'd rather listen to speak than Dan Quinn? Asking for a friend who has a serious Dan Quinn man crush. I too have a Dan Quinn man crush. So no, I don't know who you would rather hear speak than Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's a dude that seems to really love the job. Like, he loves being out there. He loves being a hands-on coach. He seems incredibly intelligent about the job when he talks about it. So off the top of my head, look, I'm sure there's a lot of dudes that you'd love to hear talk that are coaches. I enjoy hearing Saban talk, Sarkisian, a lot of dudes. But I do enjoy hearing Dan Quinn talk. From Dallas Mavs, no one's really talking about Randy Gregory. Does this look like the breakout year with the full training camp? Check my video from the other day. I got Randy Gregory going double-digit sacks this year. And I'm not Cowboy Homer guy. Like, I don't just say that everybody's going to be incredible and they're going to win 14 games, right? It's not me. I'm here to analyze the team. But yes, like, Randy Gregory's always been a talented dude. Now Randy Gregory's in an awesome headspace. Now Randy Gregory has his first full offseason since 2015. Now Randy Gregory has a ton of snaps that he's going to be playing with no Aldon Smith here, and getting snaps as a Sam linebacker when they're in 3-down linemen. This is Randy Gregory's breakout year. You may bank that. Kevin, where will the offense and defense rank in terms of scoring this year? Because yards per game is a stupid way to rank. Points per game isn't the best either, because like, your offensive points per game is somewhat reliant on your special teams, your field position, your defense, and all that. So in theory, you would go with points per drive. But I will say the Cowboys are going to have a top 4 offense this year. And the Cowboys will have a, don't get mad at me, top 21 defense this year. They were like 29th last year in scoring defense. So I'm going to go 21. If they're better than that, then great. You can be a Super Bowl contender. But I believe in the defensive coordinator. I like the draft and the moves that they've made in terms of getting better players on defense. I just hesitate to throw too much expectations on a whole bunch of rookies leading you to a vastly improved defense. That's 2 years from now. But for this year, I will say 4th, maybe 3rd. 3rd on offense, 21st on defense. That's where your Cowboys are going to rank. Remember to leave in the comments at youtube.com/Jeff Cavanaugh for what you want to hear about tomorrow in a video. What's tomorrow? Saturday? That doesn't matter. I can do a video on a Saturday. I can get down like that. And what else? What's our random question of the day? What's your favorite appliance? Your favorite appliance. Maybe you have a toaster. Maybe you have an air fryer. I don't think my big green egg counts as an appliance, but what's your favorite appliance? Hit me with it. And remember that you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. I love you. Bye.